Hey everybody, it's Clary8 here, and I have a Final Fantasy XII video here showing you some trophy tips on how to get the Concurrence trophy. Now it's only really tips because I think that's the best I can offer you here, since there's no actual way to do it. It's pretty much RNG, it's very random based, and it's kind of like a slot machine. Honestly, it's like throwing a dice, it's really hard to get. But this is the list of all the different ones that we're going to need to get for the trophy. I've lifted it from the actual the Final Fantasy Wikipedia page, and it basically has the outline of what is required to get them done. Now, to get the most trouble you're going to have is probably the black hole one or the luminescence one. Now, it's the actual luminescence one that gave me the most amount of trouble because it was just very hard to get for that. Whereas if you're aiming for black hole, you can get on a run, like a good run of it, and you can just keep going and going and going, and eventually you're going to be very hopeful that you'll eventually get the black hole. But you'll have to know when to stop to get the others a few below it here. So that's what I wanted to make this video for and give you a few tips here. Now the first the footage I'll show you is basically black hole. That's the one that a lot of people will probably struggle on. It's the one that requires the most, and I'll give you my methodology and how I actually got it down here. Okay, so I think the best place to go to here is this place here. Actually, the lanes here, just beside the crystal, which you can easily leave, go and see an enemy, go back to the crystal, and because going back to the crystal will basically replenish all your quickenings. So always start off with a level 3 quickening, because they're the hardest to get, because you have to basically, you're going to use this quickening, and then Bash isn't going to have any quickening power left, so you have to do this mist recharge to get him back up to use him again. And that's what it's all about basically, is you have to use all the characters' quickenings, but in between when you're using it, you'll see here now, so there's only one option there for square with Fran, so I chose that for Shatterheart, and I had to keep it going. But sometimes there's going to be something called mist charges, and if you see them, no matter what phase of the timeline you're going through, always go for a mist charge, because that will basically replenish your quickenings and allow you to, you can see mist charge here now. I missed it and I went for another one. Now, that was still okay, but at this stage here in the footage, I only have one quickening left here to do if I don't do a mist charge, and that's what will stop it. Now, like I said, it's really luck based, and you have to hammer R2 to cycle through the different ones, and then press square, and just take your time, and you'll see here in this kind of preview thing here, you're gonna see if there's a mischarge available to you, and that's the time to jump on it and to do a replenish of it. So that's really the most amount of luck I can give you on the mischarges. It's very luck based. Just keep on hammering R2. It took me about 2 hours to get black hole, but once I got it a few different times, along with the difficulty in getting the luminescence one. So literally just keep at it. It's all RNG. It's not you. Sometimes the mischarges will come up, sometimes they won't, and sometimes it's just gonna suck. So it's one of the probably the worst trophy in the actual game, to be honest, because it's so luck based and it can really kind of frustrate you. But one thing also I wanted to say was that to get black hole, like I said, it is possible to get it, because if you get on a lucky streak, you can just go on long enough and then you're almost guaranteed to get the black hole at some stage. But if you want to get any of the lower ones, you have to know when to stop. That's where I wanted to kind of let you know about my methodology. And this is where I actually earned the black hole recording there. So that's what it looks like when you actually get it to pop. What I did was, for black hole, basically, you need 4 level 1s, 4 level 2s, and 4 level 3s. So you have to know when to target. Like if you see in the preview screen, you'll know if there's a level 2 or a level 3, and try to jump on that one first. So what I did was, I always counted basically from, okay, 1 level 1, 1 level 2, and 1 level 3. And then the next one will be 1 level 1, 2 level 2, 1 level 3, and then so forth. So every time I added to it, I eventually get like 3 level 1, 1 level 2, 2 level 3, and then you just have to keep knowing what you get. And it'll even be possible to pause it and write it down if you needed to, but I had just been at it for so long, I was able to keep it in my head. And then once I knew, that's the only way I could get luminescence, because like I said, managed to get black hole a good few times by just dragging it out, dragging the luck out, and managing to hit all of them. But like, you have to know when to stop for the luminescence one, and that makes it a real challenge. So hopefully this video will give you some kind of hints or tips into the insight and I used to get this trophy. But for me, Black Hole was pretty easy because I knew that you could just basically go on a good run of luck and be able to get to the very end by using all of them. But I think you need to have a like a methodology to actually get some of the lower ones just in case you get it down to the very end. Okay, so if there's any issues, just leave a comment and I'll be free to respond back to you as well to hopefully we can get this trophy together.